So we're going to go ahead and kick it off. Today we are stuck with just me and Faith. Mark is at another meeting today and was not able to join us for this event. So hopefully I can live up to his presentations. We are going to be talking about growth in the fast lane, or what I like to call artificial intelligence. We'll talk about why and how you should incorporate AI into your business activities. And I like the fast lane motif going. I'm going to probably use a few race car analogies as we go through this presentation today. So I'm going to go ahead and bring up the agenda and just want to let you know where we're headed on this racetrack. It's all about AI, and we're going to look at business benefits, challenges we all face, strategies to make the AI work, and going to try and predict the future. I'll point out some hazards, and hopefully we will end with some great tips on how to succeed. So the big picture. Technology isn't just evolving, it is accelerating. And just like I am experiencing with the months of the year and the days of the week, everything is just going faster and faster. Our customers are expecting faster service, smarter solutions, exquisite experiences while we're all scrambling on the back end. Meanwhile, your competitors are already using tech. They're using it to move quicker, to cut their internal costs, cut overhead, and increase their innovation speeds. So if your business isn't keeping up, you're definitely falling behind. And growth today depends on how well you can adapt to those scenarios. How quickly can you respond and how effectively you use that technology that you have to move ahead of the competition. So to look at some basics, AI is transforming how everyone operates, both personally and professionally. People are using AI to help them actually adopt AI. Have you ever asked Google how to do something? So that's just a prime example of AI helping us do what we need to do in our technology or anything else. Things like the cloud, automation, and connectivity are just part of the equation. These technologies are reshaping how businesses, specifically businesses, since I did mention personally a minute ago, but how businesses serve their customers, how they streamline their operations, and unlock new opportunities. You're already seeing AI in action. Smarter customer service with chatbots and faster logistics, and better data insights with dashboards and workflows that are based on decision trees behind the scenes. AI is everywhere. It's transforming all industries and raising the bar for what everyone expects. So how can AI benefit your business? Earlier, I mentioned that AI isn't just about keeping up, it's actually about getting ahead. When you embrace AI, it helps you unlock a world of possibilities. The right tech helps you respond quickly to change, whether it's market shifts or customer needs or unexpected disruptions. It helps you get right into what you need to do to take the next steps. AI brings efficiency with automations and smarter systems. These reduce your manual work and cut costs while improving your productivity. And of course, the digital tools let you personalize your interactions. We have found some wonderful tools. A colleague of ours is actually using an AI salesperson that looks, probably we could make them look just like Faith does right here on the screen. And we could feed a script into it and pick a voice and it would read it, and we could even change the cadence on how it's reading it. So you can really get these things personalized and brought very real. You can offer real-time support. Again, chatbots have become very realistic. My pest management company asked me to test out their AI assistant when I called into their office. And so I called the office and I went through some things and scheduled an appointment with the AI assistant who treated me like a human the entire time, used my name, confirmed who I was. I gave them a funky date. Yeah, I want to get this done on February 32nd. And they came back and said, yeah, let's try a different date. Or, I can't really remember exactly how he said it, but they were like, nope, that's going to be a holiday or something. It was really cool the way it worked out. But these things help us to get things done faster. And as the customer, to me, to be able to call up anytime and speak with what seems like a human and to take care of and schedule business that I need to take care of for my personal life, how much better is it for your customers to be able to reach out and have solid interactions with I'm going to call it an assistant that never takes a sick day and that you don't have to pay and that does exactly what you tell it to. So that's always nice. With the right mindset and the tools, your business can create solutions that others haven't even thought of yet. So doing lots of brainstorming is very important in the world of AI. Getting there may not be as easy as thinking them up, but if you can think it, you can probably get to it and achieve it. So here are some of the challenges that you may face once you've done your brainstorming. You need to do your brainstorming around focusing on the daily operations. It's tough to find the time or budget for the new tech initiatives. Excuse me. So sometimes you take a big gulp of air and it doesn't work. Sorry about that, guys. I knew I would not be able to surpass Mark in the presentation field.
You're doing great. You're doing great.
So sorry about that. But let's start this one over. So let's talk about the challenges. When you're focused on daily operations, it's really tough to find the time to budget or the finances to budget for new tech initiatives. New tools do feel overwhelming. Some of the things that you want to ask during this time of looking at new tools are, will the new tool be compatible with our current tools? How much training is required? There will be disruption risks, and often things are going to slow down. So if we keep with the race car theme from the opening slide, think of a pit stop. Depending on the situation that you find yourself in, you could be looking at a quick gas and go situation, or you could be looking at a longer stop while you replace the entire wheel assembly for all four tires. So this is where the different tools, the gas and go, that's your quick win that we talked about earlier. But the time when you have to deal with the entire wheel assembly, that's going to take more ramp up thought. And in my world, it's checklists, lots and lots of checklists to determine what we're going to do to get that put in place and what we need to do to ensure that it works once it is in place, and then going back and making sure that it continues to work and that it's doing what we wanted it to do in the first place. So with all of these options and so many AI options out there, it's easy to get stuck, but you don't want to end up like that squirrel that gets flattened in the middle of the road because he couldn't decide which way to go. You want to come up with some strategies and move forward with confidence. So we are happy to strategize with you. If you go through your brainstorm and you think, okay, this is kind of where we're looking, bring Nomerel in. Let us talk through it with you and say, how is this going to affect this part of your business? How's it going to affect that part of your business? Let us think through it with you to see if you've thought of all of the pitfalls, so to speak. So smart AI starts with intentional decisions, and those should always align with your business goals. So here's a good list to keep for you as a checklist. Love the check marks because it always feels good to check something off my list. But here's how you approach it strategically. You want to integrate digital tools across your business that improve your efficiency and open up new capabilities. There are a lot of tools you may already have that have some of these efficiencies and some of the AI or the workflows available, but you're just not using them today. What can you make use of that you already own? Encourage experimentation. Be creative and take calculated risks. Don't do something that's going to shut down your business, but for an hour or two, but do something, excuse me, do something that is going to, think it through and do something that's going to give you kind of an edge and that quick win, if you will. Make sure your team is keeping up to speed with their training, they're doing workshops, hands-on experience, taking advantage of any opportunities for tips and tricks from the vendors for those tools and those types of things. And then make sure your tech is being used to help personalize the services you provide, that it's not making interactions difficult, it's actually making them easier. And make sure your systems can support your growth, that they are able to scale up as you grow, and that they're secure. And of course, if you are making an investment in AI or any type of tech, you want to make sure that it aligns with your long-term vision for all of your business priorities. So don't invest in something because it's the latest and the greatest. Make sure that it is going to go where you want to go for the future. All right, so we have some examples of automation platforms by industry. These are some of our favorites. Copilot and Power Automate can be used in all industries for productivity, workflow processes, and automation. You can see a sample process map here that was created using Power Automate and Copilot in conjunction with each other. And shameless plug, we are going to be talking about Copilot, I think, in next month's webinar, and some tips and tricks on that. Yes Factory. We love Yes Factory for CRM, marketing, social media, automations, and sales workflows. It simplifies so many of our daily activities and integrates with other platforms, some of which that are mentioned here and a lot that are not. Excuse me again, I'm sorry. There are specific AI applications that can be integrated into any business, but we also have some examples of some things for healthcare that can manage patient communications, scheduling, and note-taking. And for our friends in manufacturing, you might take advantage of analytic tools for accounting, financials, and inventory control. So let's talk about steps to set up your business for success. You want to focus on the tools that align with your goals. Like we said a little bit ago, don't invest in something that is not going to go where you want to go. Understand what each tool offers. It could be speed, it could be savings, it could be a better experience. Don't copy others. Tailor your tech to fit your business. Remember that you're doing this to get ahead of the competition, and you want to make sure that you're doing something that's unique to you. Not to say that if somebody's found a good wheel, you shouldn't use it, but make sure that you have something that makes it unique to you, makes your business stand out. You want to make sure your team knows how to use the tools you chose. Again, back to the training that we talked about. Start with small changes and then build on them. This is where going back and looking at the tools that you already have in your tool set is a big help, because people already know how to use those, but rarely is everybody using 100% of every tool that they own. And oftentimes when we implement a software for somebody, it's for a specific need, and they never go back and implement all of the nice extras and amenities that are involved with that software. So you can look at what you already have and be able to implement those things. Listen to your team and your customers to improve upon what you have. So just yesterday, I received an email from one of our customers about one of the automated emails that goes out from our ticketing system, telling me how that automated email was not quite on point for helping them understand what was going on. And so I am updating those automations and what the content is on those emails that go out so that provides a better understanding of the entire situation. And when the one customer who speaks out gives you that information, it improves the experience for all of them. So as soon as I have that fixed, everybody's going to be getting an even better experience. So be ready to pivot whenever needed. And then just stay informed about the emerging trends and technologies. Get on newsletters, follow your favorite software programs on social media to make sure that you know the latest tips and tricks, what's changing, what's happening on the backside, because they oftentimes will give you a lot of that information. So let's look at some quick wins that you can do immediately and to really get moving and feel some momentum. Automate routine tasks. Invoicing, scheduling, reminders, small automations save lots of time. I happen to notice one of my vendors always has this extra calendar on their meeting invites that they send me, and it's a reminder calendar. So I'm digging a little deeper in that, and I'm going to see if I can do that for myself, where I can have a separate calendar that I can invite, and that calendar will send out a reminder like 24 hours before every meeting that, hey, this is coming up tomorrow. Saves you from having those maybe missed calls or something of that nature. And it helps you plan your days and weeks in advance. Making your files or tools accessible from anywhere. I love SharePoint, but SharePoint's not the only option for this. And a lot of our customers, I have seen them go from having everything local to being able to reach their files from anywhere and collaborate remotely. And it has made a world of change for these people. Everything from using a Synology with their cloud platform so that you can have what appears to be a server in your office that everybody can hit and access as if it were a Dropbox, and be able to get to those files and make changes and do whatever they need to with these huge files that are sitting on an actual device in the office. So sometimes the size of your files will limit you on whether you can use SharePoint. There are other options. Find ways to improve how your team and your customers connect. We know that remote collaboration or being able to connect with your customers is very important. Don't have just one tool that you can connect with your customers using. If you're a company that uses Teams to meet with your customers, you need to also have access to Google Meet or Zoom or something like that, because what you want to do is you want to meet in a way that's comfortable for your customer. If they're not comfortable with Teams and they always use Zoom, then I would rather use Zoom with that customer to know that they are not frustrated when they're coming to meet with me. Short training sessions are awesome. Regularly share new tips and tricks with your team, and always do backups and protect your data before something goes wrong. You want to have your backup plans in place and duplicated, and think about all of the different what ifs and different scenarios so that we can help you get the right backup plan in place. So you don't have to overhaul everything at once. You'll start in a way that is manageable and effective, and begin with one area that's easy to improve. and then go deep in that area instead of wide. If it's operations, dig down. If it's customer service, if it's security, dig down. Go deep, make sure that you have everything in place and that you have a full understanding of that item rather than adding a lot of things all at once. Get support, get guidance on the tools that you're looking at, because once you have that guide to help you through implementing that particular product, you'll actually get a faster and better outcome with the right support. And with the right plan and help, your AI becomes a lot more achievable and the acceleration is a lot easier. So we can help. We can help you move forward with confidence, talking to you about your business goals, and we get to know your business and your business processes. We also get to know all of your different departments, and sometimes not everybody realizes how the other departments are affected by the tools that are put in place, especially in technology. We're going to help you choose the right tools, get them working properly, troubleshoot and optimize them, put some guardrails in place to keep that AI from going where it shouldn't. And we help you remain compliant with your industry standards. If you have to abide by HIPAA or CMMC or GLBA, there are certain rules that you have to follow, and some tools are not compliant to those standards. So you want to make sure that you don't introduce those tools into your network or into your organization if it's not right for you or your risk that is available to you. Schedule a discovery call. Mark will talk to you, or look at Faith. Take our AI readiness quiz. Just log on to nomerel.com. It's right underneath the opening banner. There's a little line there that says, take our AI readiness quiz. This will help you know if you're ready. You just answer, 12? It's not even 12 questions, I don't think. It takes maybe 5 minutes, and you can answer all the questions, get your results. And if you have questions about your results, you can always holler at us and say, okay, tell me what this means. But it will tell you if you're really ready to push forward in some of this AI world of craziness and excitement and all of the newness. So, choking aside and all of my missteps here, I want to thank everybody for joining us today, and I really appreciate your time. I don't see that we have any questions on anything. A couple of bless your hearts maybe on the coughing, and I will take recommendations on a better cough drop, but I appreciate your time.
Perfect. It was great. Love the little AI readiness plug. Yeah, if we have any questions, you can put them in the chat now. And then if not, then I will be sending the recording out to everyone in a follow-up email and also get it published on our website. So you can have it back to refer back to and share if you want.
That's perfect. And then next month, like I said, we're going to start we'll be talking more about AI, but we're going to share some tips and tricks on Copilot. There is a free version of Copilot, and you're starting to see it in your Teams and in your Outlook. And so we're going to get you some tips and tricks on how to work with that and what you can do with that and make it work to your advantage, as well as some additional information.
Love that. Yeah, I'm excited for that.
All right. Thanks a lot.
Okay, yeah.
See ya.
No questions. So thank you guys.